For this conversation, we have Omoyele Sowore. He is a rights activist and former presidential candidate of the African Action Congress. He has been very vocal about the tenure of the now resigned police boss. He joins me for this development. Thank you very much for giving us your time. Considering your history with this gentleman, Kayode Egbetokun, and his tenure, you have repeatedly asked that he leave. How did you receive the news of his resignation? Would you say it points to finally accountability happening, or just a political move?
Well, I did not receive the news of his resignation. I received the news of his final retirement. He was actually asked to leave eventually because it became clear that his tenure was illegal, his appointment was illegal, and they couldn't just scrape through this because they've been trying to bamboozle the public that they made a law that extended his tenure for 4 years. But don't forget that his tenure started after he had retired. So that was a mistake they made. I think they're trying to correct it. But apart from that, he's been a complete failure as Inspector General of Police. While he held that position illegally, this country has been bombarded by a crisis of kidnapping, terrorism, and the banditry beyond what has ever seen before. And he was just an embarrassment to policing, I would say. And he should have left a long time. He shouldn't have been appointed in the first place as Inspector General of Police, but you know what it is. So I probably was the first to break the news publicly today because I heard from the authorities involved that he's been asked to leave. And I broke the news. In fact, I was in court facing one of the cases he sustained against me, a cybercrime case, because this guy filed about 5 cybercrime cases against me last year. And he sustained one that was filed since 2021 because I asked him to do what is right, which is to leave and let the Nigerian police breathe. But okay, you guys are aware of also a recent lawsuit he filed against me where he got an order from a court in Jabi area of Abuja asking me not to mention that he's illegal police IG.
Yeah, yes, I was actually going to come...
mention that his son got money from Anambra State Security fund, 100 million. They now claim is accidentally sent to his account. But I think there are a lot of scandals that just couldn't go away.
All right, because we're time constrained with the news. I'm sorry to interject, but I was going to come and ask you about the case with the now ex-IGP. The court, the Federal High Court and the High Court of the FCT had issued an interim injunction restraining you and Sahara reporters. Now that he's no longer in the picture, would you continue to, take him on and issues around his time, or now that he's out of the picture, you focus on who is coming in?
No, if there are things associated with his tenure that are illegal or criminal, we don't take our eyes off that. He's the one who dragged me to court. I would love to get to the bottom of how his son got 100 million naira from Anambra State and make sure that the money is truly returned back to Anambra State. And if there are other things he did while he was illegally in office, we have to reverse them, like all those promotions he did, giving people promotion that they didn't deserve. I mean, I know policemen who have been in the police force since 2004, they are still CSPs. And there are guys like the spokesperson, what's it called, Ben Hundenyi, who, and I think he got into the police in 2014, is already ACP. He's senior to people who had joined the police 10 years. That's unfair kind of promotion, but they just destroy the police. We also have issues about how he ethnicized the police force. We have to look into all this, and as part of our struggle to make sure that we have better policing and a better country, no doubt.
What's your thoughts about his replacement, Tunji Disu? Are you satisfied? Will there be changes, or you're going to take it one day at a time with his...
I'll take it one day at a time. I'm not in the Police Service Commission. I'm not involved in appointing policemen into positions, but I'm involved as a citizen who has a voice to say what is right, and if I do something wrong, of course, you bet I'll take Tunji on as well. What we have given him a lot of people have been saying that he's a nice guy, but nobody's nice when they get into power in Nigeria. But one of the things I don't want to hear that he continues with is arresting people for cybercrime offenses, transporting them across on behalf of powerful people. We want them to discontinue all those cybercrime cases, reverse, the illegal promotion of persons in the police force that don't deserve it, and to clean up the police force within the time allotted to him. I'm aware that his position at this point is still acting. So we take it from there.
You were recently awarded 30 million in damages. Now that there's a change.
I was going to ask that that's part of his first duty, call of duty, to pay my 30 million naira with immediate effect so that I can move on. And,
but I think I saw, I could be wrong, but I think the first public relations officer said the matter is being reviewed. And then I saw another report that says the police is probably going to appeal the damages. So what would be your move if that's the case?
They can appeal the damages. The judgment is very explicit. They have to pay up, They cannot use appeal as a basis for writing. I mean, it was a wrong move on their part to declare me wanted. When I haven't committed an offense, you need to see the judgment. It was very sound and explicit, and we should. I thought they said they're counting the money. Not appeal will not solve the problem, and they should know me better. I'll get my money because it's money that assigned to me, and I'm going to donate it to charity. By the way, I donate it to all these people. They're breaking down their houses and student activists that have been, subjected to all kinds of. I have some of them in Ibadan. And some of our colleagues and movement members who are fighting to make the country a better place. That's where the money is going to, so they better pay.
All right. I'll just ask you this in 40 seconds, if you can. From your experience, I mean, you've had issues with the former IGP. Do you believe the issues within the police are rooted in individual leadership failures or more of a systemic problem that goes beyond changing an IGP?
No, it's systemic, but it is people that are going to fix the system. I believe that. If you have competent people, they will fix the police force. There's no question about it. The police has been rotting over the years, but if you have great leaders who know what to do, the right thing to do, you can fix the police. It's the easiest thing to do. You just need to know what is there to do and what is there not to do, and go and do what is right courageously. And you find that you have a different police in the country, and it will be better for everybody, because right now the police is missing in action. That's why you have military men even controlling traffic on the streets, and they have no business doing that. So I'm not the only one who has said it. I think I heard from a retired Army General that if the police was properly in place, so many of these issues we're having with terrorism, kidnapping, and banditry would not be so pronounced and so retracted. I mean, so terrible right now as we have it.
Thank you very much for obliging us tonight. We appreciate your time.